guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Susan and this is my monthly reset video. Every month I do a reset video like this. We go over my goals from last month, my goals for this month, and I organize and just get set up for success for the coming month. This is September's and I'm so excited because we have so many exciting things coming up this month and a lot of stuff to review from August. So let's get into the video. The whole purpose of these is for accountability for myself, but also to inspire you to do your own reset. I want to see it. What are your favorite reset rituals? Drop them in the comments. I can't wait to see them. Let's start with an August reflection. If you watched last month's reset video, then you know that I had a handful of goals. So let's review them and see what I did and did not accomplish or achieve to the goal. So the first thing that I did achieve was hitting my subscriber goal for YouTube, which was 250 subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. It literally means the world to me. This has been my dream since I was 9 or 10 years old. I actually just found my old iPod Touch and there were many vlogs on there that I never would have dared posted because I was so scared of getting made fun of. But it's just such a full circle moment seeing that this dream of mine has been planted in my heart for decades now. So I'm so excited to be fulfilling that dream for little Susan, but also for grown-up Susan who really enjoys content creation and video making, editing, the whole thing. One goal that I did not succeed at was posting I think my goal for August was 2 videos a week. I did not do that. However, I did upgrade my equipment, which is why I did not have the videos uploaded. I needed to learn how to use my new camera. I had ordered a camera and then I didn't like the quality of it, so I exchanged that one. Ended up with a completely different camera than I intended to have. Thank you to my sister because that worked out really great. And then I, like I said, needed to learn how to use it, how to set it up, how to import videos. So it was just a learning curve, and having an infant makes things take a little bit longer than they used to, specifically time-wise. And I'm not gonna lie, I was super intimidated by using new equipment, and that camera sat on my desk for a good week and a half before I even dared touch it because I was like, I don't think I know how to do this. But here we are. I just recorded a full vlog on it and I'm absolutely loving my camera. Cannot express that enough. So for YouTube, it was 1 win, 1 loss, but overall I'm calling it a success. I'm really excited about the equipment that I have, and now that I know how to use it, I feel like my videos will be elevated, and yeah, so I'm very excited about that. The next goal I had was for home gym. So I got cleared for my 6-week clearance appointment from my OBGYN was in the middle of August. So I knew that I wanted to have a home gym situation set up. If you know me personally, you know the gym setup was quite the situation. But anyways, we did it. Chris and I came together and we cleared out one of the bays in our garages and got me set up with everything that I needed. I got a bench and all of my weights that I need. He found me an amazing treadmill for free on Facebook Marketplace. That was not even part of the plan, but it was an unexpected add-on. And then we got it all cleaned, organized, set up, and I've been able to use it, which is so exciting. Being a new mom, just having the accessibility of having the equipment here and not having to leave the house and go to the gym is huge, because thinking about having to get organized, get out the door, get to the gym, then work out, then drive back home, it was just too much, and I knew that it wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to be able to get up consistently at 4 a.m. like I used to, and even if I did, there's a million things that would need to be taken care of with the baby before I could get out the door. The logistics of it was not going to work for me, and so I'm just very, very thankful that we A, had the space, and B, had the ability to find stuff on Facebook Marketplace. My in-laws gave us a bench. It worked out perfectly for us, and I'm just so thankful to have the opportunity to work out here, especially where my workouts get cut in half sometimes. Sometimes I get a walk-in and then the baby needs me, or sometimes I get half a workout in and then my body's just tired and I'm like, nope, I need to go inside. And it just feels more inviting and accessible, and almost like I can achieve my fitness goals better by having it here, because if I need to take a break in between, I can, and I'm not leaving the gym for the day, if that makes sense. And then my last goal for the month of August was passive income. It was a lofty goal. It was to make, I think, $10,000 in passive income. That did not happen. However, I did a lot of background work that is going to set me up for success to hopefully hit that goal by the end of the year. So I'm going to just roll that goal over into September and for the rest of the year. I think $10,000 for September to December is my goal, and maybe we can do like a fun little tally where I show you guys the different streams that it comes in. But if that is something you are interested in, let me know in the comments. If you're like, no Susan, I don't math, me neither sis, so it is okay, I don't have to do that, but just an idea I'm tossing around. Overall, I think August was a very successful month. We also started daycare. I went back to work full-time. Like, there was a lot of change and growth and challenges in the month of August, but given all of the circumstances, I'm really proud of myself and my personal growth and being able to let go of a lot of stuff, but also to stay consistent as I did with my goals. So with that, I'm going to get into September's goals. September, we're going to start with my personal health and wellness goals. So my first health goal is 10,000 steps a day. I think I can attain that, especially now when the weather is kind of perfect for this. I can do outdoor walks. I can walk on the treadmill in the home gym. I just think that I can get those steps in daily. Also, I do a lot more steps now being a mom than I did before I had the baby, just running around getting stuff. I forget stuff in another room. She wants to be moved around. Like, there's just a lot of factors there. But 10,000 steps every day for the month of September is my goal. I did not wear my watch on the 1st because we were on vacation and we spent a lot of time on the boat, so it didn't make a lot of sense to have my watch on. But from here on out, I will be tracking my steps on this bad boy. And yeah, so that's my big fitness goal. I was gonna come in with like weightlifting goals and that sort of thing, but I'm really just trying to ease into it, listen to my body. My first workout, I did leg day and I didn't even use that much weight and I could barely walk for a good week. So I'm just trying to give myself and my body grace and ease back into my fitness routine. I can't just jump in where I left off, and that's okay. So I think just starting with walking, and honestly, walking is gonna build my muscles back up in my legs, so I'm excited for that. And then my other wellness goal for the month of September is finding 30 minutes a day for self-care, whether that's my lunch break or after the baby goes to sleep or even with the baby. But I need to be prioritizing time for myself. She's gonna be 2 months old this week, so it's time that I did a whole 2 months of just taking care of everyone and everything in this house. Granted, my husband is very helpful. That came out wrong, but I feel like I was not prioritizing my me time or self-care time. So for the month of September, that is a priority for me, which is honestly perfect timing because fall is my absolute favorite season. So I'm gonna really lean into the seasonal stuff and do like crafts and seasonal drinks and meals, and just I think I'm gonna find a lot of social like battery recharging in that time, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, 30 minutes. So that can be reading, journaling, cooking, DIYing, spending time with friends, spending time alone, anything in that wheelhouse, and I'm really excited for that. As far as content goals, my #1 content goal is to hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. So that will come, the process of achieving that goal will come from posting 3 long form videos a week and trying to post shorts daily, at least one. And also kind of stemming from that is posting on TikTok consistently, which is at least 1 video a day. I made myself a content strategy, so I'm going to try my best to follow that. If you're interested in seeing what my content strategy looks like and how I set that up, I would be happy to talk about that too. So also let me know if that's something you're interested in the comments. And my last goal for September, which is more an announcement than a goal, but I am publishing my 11th book. It will be in your hands on your bookshelf this month, which is so exciting. It is my 11th poetry book, self-published through Amazon, and it is called My Moon and My Stars. It is all about motherhood. It talks about pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. So I'm really, really excited for you guys to be able to see this book. It is hands down my best writing. I didn't realize that I was as depressed as I was in my pregnancy until postpartum. So my first book, With Love Always, which is about pregnancy, that collection of poems is honestly really sad to me looking back at it now. So I'm really excited to put out a really positive collection of writing that really encompasses my pregnancy, labor, and postpartum experiences, and then just motherhood in general. I think it is the most beautiful experience in the whole world, and I am really glad that I could kind of showcase that in small form and share it with you guys. So those are my goals for September, and I also want to talk about habits that I'm going to focus. So the habits I am focusing on for the month of September are kind of a range of different things that all will support the goals that we just talked about. Being part of the 5 a.m. club, I used to be a 4 a.m. girly consistently through and through. But now I'm going to take that extra hour of sleep if I can get it. This morning was a perfect example. I had my alarm set for 4:30. I was going to go work out. Julia got up at 4:25. So it ended up being great because we ended up getting a full morning together, which I love, especially on her daycare days. But I want to be getting up at 5 a.m. whether or not she is awake, because I just need that extra time in the morning for me, whether it's a work day or a weekend. I love mornings, and I want to kind of claim that time for me, especially where my body is pretty healed from pregnancy and birth and all the things, and I just have the energy to be getting up earlier. And yeah, so that is one habit that I'm going to be prioritizing for the month of September. And also with that is just establishing our morning routine. We have a pretty good routine down, and it just kind of flexes between the time frame that it happens, which has been dependent on when the baby wakes up. But I think just establishing a routine for both me and her, I feel like the last 2 months it has been strictly her routine. Obviously, she's a brand new baby. She's an infant. Well, not gonna be an infant starting tomorrow, but she is a new baby, so it makes sense that our routine was revolving completely around her. But I want to kind of integrate having my own routine in with her, blend the two. It's not all or nothing, but just to, you know, have things for both of us in there, you know? And then daily movement. Obviously, I want to hit my 10K steps a day, but that's not all I want to be doing. I'd like to do a little bit of weightlifting, maybe some Pilates, and just overall getting back into my active lifestyle that I had before I got pregnant. Nightly cleanups. This was something I did in our apartment years ago, and it made such a difference in our overall organization and happiness in our home. And I do them to an extent now, but I want to really prioritize putting a timer on 10 to 20 minutes and just cleaning the house, whether that's with Julia in her front pack, if Julia's with Chris, or after she goes to bed. But non-negotiable, like prioritizing taking, you know, at minimum 10 minutes to just kind of run around and get things tidied up, because it makes such a big difference in the level of mess that we have going on. And I don't want to spend all day just trying to pick up after us. Like, that's not the point. The nighttime routine is kind of like a catch-all, so that I know that it's going to be clean and tidy for the next morning, but I don't have to worry and stress about cleaning all day long, if that makes sense. And then just overall staying organized. It's really hard being a mom in general. You are constantly thinking, when was the last time the baby ate? When did she sleep last? When did they go to the bathroom last? Like, does she need a diaper change? Like, keeping all of these little mental notes in your head so that you can just kind of anticipate what the baby's gonna need next. That takes up so much brain power. And then I'm breastfeeding. Well, I'm exclusively pumping. However, producing milk and then remembering, when did I pump last? How old is the milk in the fridge? Oh, I need to freeze all this milk. How many ounces do we have? What does she need for daycare? What do I need to make sure I packed? I need to write the check for daycare. Like, there is a million different things that motherhood encompasses that you take care of and manage that just take up space in your brain. And so I have found that in the last couple weeks I've been the most organized, but also the most unorganized version of myself, and that's got to change. So I'm gonna do just little bits of things to try to stay organized. because I am juggling so much, because I have all the mother things, the house things like meal prepping and all of that stuff, which Chris does help out with, but just in general, like I like to keep it in my own head. Working full-time, and then I do YouTube essentially full-time as well. So just, there's a lot going on up here, all around here, and I just wanted to prioritize keeping that organized. One thing that I'm really, really bad about is mail. I don't know what it is about mail. Even though I have a filing cabinet and I file most of it, I still lose stuff. Like Chris is like, oh, where's this bill? And we couldn't find it. I was like, I have no clue. I searched high and low for it. It was in the safe. It was safely put away, but I didn't know where it was. So just daily organizing mail, filing it, and then just keeping a running note on my phone of like the date that it came in and where I placed it, because I apparently don't have the brain capacity to hold on to that information, and we need to know where our paperwork is. So those are the habits and processes that I am looking to lean on for the month of September to see the most success, and I will let you know how that goes in my October reset video in a month. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if there's something that you want to see in the next video or in a coming video. I have a really fun lineup for the month of September content-wise for you guys, from motherhood to content tips and strategies to vlogs. So stay tuned to get a glimpse of what it's like in my life. And I appreciate you guys so much. I will see you in the next video.